Yep, it looks like Santiago has very happily declared that he's going first.
Great sportsmanship. You love to see it.
Standby. Yep. Main phase 1. Yep.
And here we see the first play from him. It's
Normal
going to be
Prince.
normal summon Neptibus, the Atlantean Prince. That's
Just
a pretty
that
good way to
good.
start.
I will activate cost.
I don't know if people at home heard that, but San Diego just said activate cost because the effect of Neptibus is basically sorry, the cost of Neptibus might as well be its own effect.
I mean, I remember when Dante, Traveler of the Burning Abyss, was released, and you're like, wait, cost? You're still getting your effects? That's exactly what Mermail is about. You're just automatically getting resolve all this stuff. So we're going to start with sending those Dragoons to the grave.
Yep, we had the Shadow Squad being sent as well, going to be activating right here to get the Dragoon summoned from the deck. So now we have access to 2, 1 in hand, 1 on the board. Oh, and we have Minstrel in hand. Going to go ahead and take a look at what Spencer has and say, all that non-engine you thought you were going to use, let's have you not use it. And we're just going to get an instant concede from Spencer. When you're going to game 2 and you have 40 minutes on the clock.
Feels pretty good. All right, so let's go and draw. See how Spencer takes his tempo.
Yep.
I believe I did see a Fua in San Diego's hand, but before we know what deck we're playing, why bother going for it? Ooh, but there we see the Habakiri, and then of course we can just chain Fua to that to get the automatic draw off of the Saji combo. We saw Tavion kind of lose to this setup a little bit, but he was able to play through it just fine going through double Fualos, so maybe Spencer can do the same.
Yep.
Like to think you don't get this far in the tournament without knowing how to play through a couple of these powerful Mulcharmy cards. So we're going to go ahead and see the Mitsurugi no Mikoto Saji, special summon to the field, tributed immediately in the resolution of that effect of the Habakiri. I'm going to go ahead and add the Mitsurugi ritual from the deck to the hand.
I will say I think the Fua takes away the most powerful part about the ritual. Being able to ritual summon from your deck directly is just so powerful of an effect.
No, sir.
But giving up a card to your opponent doesn't feel that great, especially when it's water.
Absolutely. I did see what appears to be a Dominus Impulse in Santiago's hand and an Ash Blossom in Joyous Spring, so there might be some surprises coming Spencer's way.
Oh, that's very interesting to see, actually. Like I said, all day, if your deck can play Dominus Impulse, it looks good for this event.
Oh, it definitely does.
Summon from hand?
We're going to be summoning from hand with this Ritual Prayers here.
5.
5 and 2. I know 2 of them.
After the Automasa hits the field, there's the Mitsurugi ritual.
We're going to chain Impulse on that ritual. That is really huge. Just automatically get it to the graveyard. No effect resolve. No summoning of that Amino Habakiri no Mitsurugi, which is pretty scary.
So here's the thing. If Spencer doesn't pull out of this duel, maybe he did need to hang into the first one, you know, be able to just try. Remember we talked about that with Avery earlier. Oh, but there's a triple tactic tell the Ash Blossom and Joy Spring coming out to stop it. Gonna go ahead and set a card here.
And just pass the turn.
Wow.
Yep.
I think I see a Minstrel plus an Abystius in San Diego's hand. Depending on how many other water monsters he might have, that could be more than enough.
Normal summon.
Ooh, we're actually going to normal summon the Pike here and going to pitch the Abystius from hand. That's pretty huge.
Definitely a different tempo. Oh, and there's the Solemn Strike. 1,500 life points. That's definitely worth the trade, but you will see if there's anything more here. Obviously, the Minstrel's there, but we're going to go ahead and pitch instead.
Yep, we're going to use the second Abystius that we had in hand, pitching the Minstrel here to go ahead and summon and then summon again.
Can I read it?
Yep.
We're going to go ahead and get Abyss Shrine, it looks like, from Santiago. Spencer just clarifying how powerful this card is. Basically allowing him to summon yet another level 7 monster if he can get it into the hand.
So the answer is very. Yes.
And it also has an effect during Spencer's turn as well, which I'm sure he's taking note of. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and tribute the Abyssius on field.
I second 2s. I opened 2 2s. Okay.
Yeah, people are just wondering, where'd that second Abyssius come from? It was in my hand already, was his answer. So they received Poseidra, the newest inclusion of the Mermail deck. Well, I say newest, but the most recent one.
I mean, Rage of the Abyss, still relatively recent.
This card will allow him to bounce the Armasa, I believe, because he was able to properly summon it.
Squad.
Sure.
And now we just use Squad to summon back out probably Abystius here, or we can go for Dragoons.
Prince.
Definitely got a couple of a preview there from Santiago's deck. Seems like we featured the Meows and the Nibiru, so great options there.
Good.
And certainly heads up to use the Meows in the Mitsurugi matchup. Graveyard is definitely in play.
And there we see Neptibus, and there we see another concession from Spencer.